Harry, so obviously a special night. Could what happened on the pitch been any better for you?
No, it was almost a perfect night. You know, as a striker, of course, on my 100th cap, I wanted to score a goal and make the night as memorable as possible, and to win the game as well. So to score, a couple of good goals, a couple of nice finishes, and help the team win 2-0 was pretty much perfect. So a proud night for me and the family, and now we can enjoy it.
Do you want a hat trick?
I had enough shots to get the hat trick, but I think Lee spoke about managing some minutes with a lot of games coming up. So of course I'd love to have stayed on, but no hard feelings for that.
Miguel Delaney.
Hi Harry, you said yesterday the goal away to Poland was your favourite technically. What about that first today? Where does that rank?
Yeah, that's right up there, to be honest. Obviously a great ball from Trent through the lines, and to have a little nutmeg and then strike it the way I did was a great finish. So nice to see it kind of come off the other side of the bar. So both of them, I think on your 100th cap night will go down as a couple of my favourites for sure.
Jonathan at the end there.
Harry, there was sort of lovely footage of your family in the box applauding when you scored the goals. I mean, what does it mean to you to have them here tonight?
Yeah, no, really special. My son weren't really having it before the game. He had a bit of a meltdown. It's a bit past his bedtime, so he didn't fancy coming out in the rain. So thankfully my wife was there to look after him. But no, it's a great occasion. Obviously, I think they're a little bit young still to kind of understand what's really going on. But I think they're special memories when we're older and we can look back and see them on the pitch. Everything I do wouldn't be possible without them. So a special night. I've had some good ones in an England shirt, and this is right up there for sure.
Hi Harry, after a night like that, your age and 68 goals, do you have a target in your mind, a number of goals you think you can reach?
Not really a target specifically, but like I've touched on before, I feel in a good place. So I try to never set limits on what I can achieve. I know playing in this team, I'm going to get chances, and if I get chances, I feel like I can score many goals. So I'm going to keep going as long as I can, and who knows what we can reach. Some of the top players in the world have scored more than I have. So there's targets there to try and achieve.
Okay, James.
Hi Harry, congratulations.
Thank you.
Just seen you told TV, you talk about being motivated by wanting to prove people wrong, which is something you said yesterday in the presser. Can you give us sort of an example of a particular bit of criticism that you've had that maybe you've used as motivation?
I'm not too sure. I think I mentioned yesterday about it being from probably a young age, just being doubted to go on and do what I've done, and I think that helps keep me focused and motivated in training and games. But I just think in general, I think nowadays, as a footballer, you're going to get criticism. You're going to have people talk about you as a player, and I think I've always spoke about when things are not going your way, trying to use that to motivate you and bring an energy and bring a hunger inside you to go and perform, and not just prove other people wrong. I just think just prove to yourself that you can keep maintaining this level and keep pushing, and that's what I talk about. There'll be a time, I'm not sure when, that the level will drop and you won't quite feel the same, but whilst I feel like I do, I want to keep pushing the boundaries, and I think I showed that out there tonight, and come October I'll be ready to go again.
Hey, firstly, congratulations.
Thank you.
What does it say about the professionalism and the chemistry of this team that they were able to keep targeting you without taking away from the rhythm of the game?
Yeah, no, I thought it was a really good game. I mean, even though we went in at 0-0 at half-time, I thought we was for sure the better team. We had some good chances. So it was just about, continuing what we've done. It was similar to the Ireland game, but obviously we scored a couple early in that game, which made that seem a lot better than what it was. So at half-time, it was just to stay patient, keep moving the ball, keep getting into those areas, keep having forward runners and getting balls in the box. And we knew if we just kept knocking on the door, the goals would come. So, thankfully we broke kind of the deadlock at a good time in the game before it started getting to that area where the other teams just start to really camp in and make it difficult. So, overall, really good performance. I think, Lee's come in and done a great job, and we've played both games with a lot of freedom. And, I hope that we've excited some of the England fans.
Hi, Harry.
Hi.
Have you thought much about how you will adapt your game and what sort of things you'll do as you move through your 30s?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I've spoke before, you know, I feel like a player who can play as a number 9, play as a number 10, you know, even areas in midfield that I like to drop into and try and hurt teams as well. So a lot of it depends on the manager you're playing with. You know, maybe, as you get a little bit older, you might want to drop in, but I still feel like, you know, I can be really effective in the opposition's box with obviously my finishing and my movement. So, for the time being, it's to do the same what I've always done and to play as at 9 and 10, depending on the games. But, who knows? Maybe later on in my 30s, a manager might want me to drop a little deeper and use my passing to hurt teams. But, yeah, for now, you know, I'm still scoring the goals I need to score to be a good number 9.
The last one here.
If you could take yourself back to your early days, back to your loan at Millwall when you were winning awards, or back to your loans at Leicester City and Norwich, etc. If you could talk to yourself back at that time and tell you about what you would have achieved at this point and about this day, what would you be saying? What would those highlights be?
To be honest, I don't think, you know, I would have been thinking of 100 caps when I was on loan at Millwall and Leicester, Norwich. You know, at that time it was just about trying to get back into the Spurs team, use the experience I got to play in the Premier League. And I've always had a good self-belief that I'm able to play at any level. But I've learned a lot over the years from those times to, you know, Maurizio when he was at Spurs, to all the eras at Spurs, and now at Bayern Munich. I feel like the game's evolving a little bit. Managers are a little bit different in how they approach the game. So that's just, you know, great for me to be able to keep learning. So. I would have for sure been proud if I knew I was going to reach 100 caps. But, like I always say, you know, hopefully 101 and 102 in October, and a couple more goals as well.
Okay, thanks everyone.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Good evening, coach, manager Markku Kanerva, about the match.
Yeah, good evening. Yeah, disappointed after losing 2-0, but we knew it's going to be a tough task to play against a world-class team like England. And first half, pretty satisfied with that. A couple of good counter-attacks, couldn't finish from those. I'm proud how my players fought today, put everything what they got on and left to the field. Second half, England forced us to defend pretty low, and we were struggling. Of course, I'm disappointed how they scored the goals. We had a throw in and we lost the ball pretty easily, and then Harry Kane could score, and second one, bad defending in that as well. But I have to admit that England was much better than us, and which was expected in a way. But I think we did everything we could. That was the score.
Questions? Yes, please. Just wait one.
If it hadn't been for your goalkeeper, could it have been much worse?
Sorry?
The scoreline.
Lucas Radecki, top goal scorer, top goalkeeper, and he did a couple of good saves. And we need that. We need a good goalkeeper. We need good defenders. I would concede so many goals, and especially against these top teams, we need a good goalkeeper, and we have 3 very good goalkeepers.
From what you've seen from watching the England team over the years, I appreciate your focus isn't on the England team, but undoubtedly you've seen bits and pieces. How different would you say the proposition of playing this England team is now compared to facing the team that Gareth Southgate might have set up against you?
Some new players in the squad, but about Gareth Southgate's era, I think he did a great job 2 times in Euro finals. And yeah, of course, each and every coach wants to renew something. And Lee Carsley has done a good job. That shows those 2 results they got in the Nations League.
Yes.
I just wondered if you saw any weaknesses in England that when they come to Helsinki next month you'll be able to capitalise on, or is it just one of those sides where, I don't know, you have to just sit back and hope to take your chances?
Yeah, we have to be realistic in a way. Can we press high this kind of quality teams, skillful players, technical players with the ball, and open up our defence in a way? We tried that a couple of times today also, but yes, sometimes they were able to hurt us in that sense. But I think we play at home. Hopefully we get good support from our fans. And now we analyze this game. How can we defend better? How can we create more scoring chances? It's not going to be easy, even though we play at home. And of course, we are on the project our way of playing. And even these defeats, we have to believe in ourselves on the way we want the team to play.
Yes, please.
Hi, this was Lee Carsley's second game, and I suppose obviously in preparation, most of your video analysis would have been on Gareth Southgate games. Did you notice much difference, or was it that more difficult to prepare for?
It always depends on opponents, and if you play Euros, they are tough teams. Then you play Nations League, yeah. Of course, I think it looks pretty dynamic the way England's playing right now, and try to press quite aggressive what they did against us today. Maybe that's some kind of change in the way they're playing right now.
All right. Any more, or just thank you?
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, guys, joined by Lee Carsley. As ever, raise your hand if you want a question. We've got a microphone available. Go, Alex.
Hi, Lee.
How's it going? You okay?
All good. 2-0 wins in your first camp as interim head coach. Could it have been a better break?
No, I think it was obviously important that we got the results, but more importantly for me, it was important that we had the performances. You know, you want to stand at the side of the pitch, enjoying watching the team play. You know, attacking, being exciting. And I thought we had that over the 2 games. You know, to score 4 goals in 2 games is good. I still think we could have done better. I think we've come up against 2 really resilient teams, 2 excellent goalkeepers. But yeah, I think we're moving in the right direction.
Great. Back to Rob Dawson.
Hi, Lee.
Rob, you all right?
Got to ask you about Harry Kane. Extraordinary, really, that on an occasion like tonight, he scores 2 goals of that calibre.
Yeah.
What do you say about him?
Well, first of all, it's brilliant that he's got the 100 caps tonight, and then to score the 2 goals and the way that he took the goals. outstanding. Not surprising, to see him in the short space of time that we've worked with him, the standards that he's got, the level that he produces every single day, on and off the pitch. Hopefully he'll get all the plaudits tonight. We were very lucky to have him. I think he's definitely performed on this camp the way I've seen him perform for Bayern this season. He looks very motivated to keep doing it as well, so which can only be good for us.
He's talked about targeting 100 goals for England. Is that possible, do you think?
I would imagine so. Yeah, I think it's he's still getting into really effective positions. I think we've got a responsibility as well to keep giving him the assists, and I think he's like I say, he's took them 2 goals really well tonight. Maybe could have got 3 or 4.
Hi Lee, just staying on Harry, obviously a lot of the focus is on his goals, but what about how he fits into the way you want to play football? I suppose, could you give a few thoughts on that and how you kind of integrated him?
Well, I think he's multifunctional. Obviously, he scores a lot of goals, and that's what he's known for. But the way that he can drop deeper and link the play, the way he creates, overloads in different areas. He's obviously not only a great goal scorer, but a really good footballer as well. I think it's important that we have players around him when he does drop deep that are running forward, and with pace. And I thought in the players that we had today, especially in the first half with Bukayo and Anthony, and then you change them two for Ebbs and Noni. You've still got that threat. So and Harry fits into that really well.
Hi Lee, I saw you early. Spoken about being out of your comfort zone still, not feeling comfortable. How do you think that feeling will go away? Do you imagine it will still be there next month? What will it take?
I still have that feeling with the 21s, to be honest. I think it's the responsibility that I feel. I just want the players to do so well, and that pushes you because you want to put them in a position where they're performing really well, playing to the best of their ability. And that puts, I feel that pressure to make sure that we can create opportunities for them to be really effective in effective areas, and hopefully we've done that over the last two games. Sorry.
Just on Harry as well, how important is it? Because he's such an important part in scoring goals and creating goals. How important is it that we get someone who is there for when he's not there in the future or when he gets injured?
Yeah, I think that goes for every position. I think you always need competition. We need that all over the pitch. I'm thinking about the game tonight, but it weren't long after coming off the pitch where I was thinking, right, we need to start thinking about the next squad now and how that might look, and what players are going to be coming into form and how that's going to pan out. Competition for places within this squad is very high. I think you will see some movement. I think it's important that we keep freshening it up. We keep moving the squad forward. I think we've got another 2 camps before the World Cup qualifiers start, so it's important that we're in a strong position.
Okay, Ollie.
Hi, Lee.
How's it going?
Yeah, good. I watched the footage of Ashley Cole presenting Angel Gomez with his
last night.
With his cap, and I noticed that he said, out of everybody, he was super happy that Angel Gomez had got that. It's a simple question, really, but what is it about Angel Gomez that you like? I mean, he's obviously a very talented player. Is he a good kid as well?
Yeah, he's a great person. Ash mentioned it. He's so. I mean, it's probably a silly thing to say. He absolutely loves football. He loves football. He watches football. He's interested in tactics. He knows all the players in any league. If you ask him for any feedback, you need to be prepared that he's going to give you some feedback on the session or how we're going to build up all the positions. He'll help in terms of, he'll often say about some build-ups that he's done with other clubs or what he's played against, because obviously he's playing in France, so he sees different things, and he fully deserves it. I think it's good that the performance that you've seen today, we've seen for over the last 3 or 4 years. I think it's important that he keeps working hard, like he will do, but he keeps playing over in France, because it's it's going to be a really difficult squad to keep in and to get into.
Okay, 3 more to go. Sam, Jonathan, and then at the back.
Hello, Lee. You said at the start, when you were first appointed, that you saw Trent as a right back, and that's where you played him. He's obviously had 2 very good games. He's had injuries, and obviously Kyle Walker's in his position.
Yeah.
But how do you see his future with England?
Trent's?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do I see his future with England?
I mean, is he number 1 now? Can he be number 1 right back?
2. Well, I think he's definitely got the ability to be, a player that's really important for the team. I think it's, I want to, if we can try and really create some competition for places. I don't think the player should ever come to camp thinking that the starting 11 is copy and pasted. I think we have to be aware of what they're doing at the clubs, how many games they're playing, the level of games that they're playing in, and their form, and then hopefully picking a team around that. But I think Trent's had a really strong camp. I don't think I'm not surprised by it. The way that he started the season at Liverpool has been outstanding. So he's just taken that into the last couple of games.
Jonathan.
Hi, Lee. Dublin was a particular type of test, but was this another type of test? Being at home, 0-0, crowd getting a little impatient. I mean, you had to show control and patience, and did you say something at half-time to reinforce your messages to the players?
No, well, I reinforced what I thought they were doing in the first half in terms of keeping possession in and around their box, making sure that we've got a little bit of a better shape behind the ball, so we're avoiding being counter-attacked, playing with a little bit more aggression in terms of running forward, making the opposition defend. I thought we were in some really good positions and some situations, just maybe an interception or a nick on the ball stopped us scoring. But I've played in a lot of games like that. Coached a lot of games like that for England, where we have a lot of the ball and just fail to break down. But against teams that are very resilient, that would be happy with a 0-0, it's important that we just keep making them defend and keep believing that we're going to score. And I definitely felt that we did that.
Hey, congratulations, firstly, on another incredible win. You've started off your campaign with 2 pretty emotional storylines heading into the games. Firstly, how are you able to manage satisfying the fan expectations with staying focused on the task at hand? And are you looking forward to, having a game of football without any dominating subplots?
Yeah, I think with the squad selection that we picked, having the new players coming in, the younger players with the enthusiasm and the energy that they had was always going to help the squad. And I was really wary of the fact that the team squad was coming off the back of a massive disappointment in the summer, and sometimes that that I wouldn't have been too shocked if there'd have been a bit of a hangover going into the 2 games. I thought the first game in Dublin was a brilliant game to come back to, because anything less than 100% focus in that game, we could have been, that could have been a really sticky game for us. I know myself, because I've been on the other end of that, playing for Ireland. So, and then tonight, Wembley, 0-0 first half, but you could see with the reaction from the fans when the half-time whistle went that they were totally behind the team, because they could see that we were pushing on and we were trying to score. And one of the benefits as well, I would imagine as well, with this team squad, is that the changes you can make really help. I thought the players that came on, as well as the players that were replaced, with some really positive performances tonight.
Okay, last 2, one here, and then Andrew over here, who missed his hand earlier.
Hi Lee, just 2 very quick ones. Firstly, Ezri Konsa, is he okay?
Yes, I think he is. Yeah, I've not had a chance to see him because I've obviously been doing the press, but he looked okay when I seen him.
And just secondly, you talked about maybe freshening the squad up next month. Do you plan to speak to Ben White at all?
I'm not planned to, no. Not planned to.
Because obviously at the moment he's declared himself unavailable. That's not something you might look to explore.
Yeah, I mean we spoke about this in the squad selection. You know, every player that's eligible to play for England is in with a chance. You know, as far as I was aware, you know, he was asked to be not contacted. So if that changes, then yeah, that'll change.
So the onus is on him.
Yeah, I think it's important that, you know, we've got real competition in all over the pitch, and you know, the more players we've got available to pick from, you know, the better it is.
Thank you, Andy. Hello, Lee. Congratulations. You mentioned the substitutes' impact and the threat of Ebbs. I think he's probably had the most touches of his whole England career tonight. Can you just sort of sum up his performance, and where do you see him fitting in with the England squad? Obviously, he was on the left and he was in the centre quite a bit. Thanks.
Yeah, he's a really talented player, as you've seen. He's trained so well. I think it's such a tough team to get into. I think we have to be patient with him. I think he's going to be important. You know, at the minute, you know, I really like the pace out wide. I think Ebbs is a bit different to. He's still quick himself, but you know, Anthony's a different kind of wide player, as is Bukayo on the other side. So, but yeah, the impact he's had in both games is very good. He's a real threat from outside of the box. It would have been great if he could have scored. He had a good shot as well at Dublin, which you'd expect him to score from. He's got he's such a talented player and such a nice guy as well. That hopefully be an important player for the squad.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.